Good day, Pete Kane here, Podcast Pete, here with a very attractive opportunity. It's called Flip the Script. I've done over 350 podcasts, and what I learned was an incredible journey of discovery. And your story, which in a lot of cases is a story of a dream, of a goal, of things that you wanted to do. Well, we're getting to be in the most powerful transformation that we've ever had in our lifetime. There's going to be generational wealth created. You have Bitcoin, you have AI, you have a digital transformation, you have all the wins are at your back. But here's the challenge. You're looking in the back and you're seeing a plane and you're seeing a bus. And are you stuck on the busy bus? Because if you are, you're going to miss this opportunity. If you get on the purpose plane and get your questions answered and understand the transformation that's coming, that we're already in, the political climate's changing, the controlling of the narrative of just generally things is loosening, and podcasting is becoming a resource to get information to people that want it. But you have to have time to listen to it. And time is your most precious asset. A lot of people think AI is going to change everything. Yes, it will. But really what it's going to do is it's going to empower the entrepreneur to take 80% of the details, 80% of the heavy stuff off your plate so you can focus on the 20% that'll make you successful. Now, to do that, you got to get your questions answered. And so what we're doing is we're going to flip the script. Thank you, Paul. Paul's the one that came up with this. Now, well, we were both talking about it, but he interviewed me. So here's the opportunity. Once you understand what's going on, get this stuff that's in here, these negative things or sound bites from here or here and this. People always say, Pete, we don't know what you're doing. Well, why would you? You put 1%, and you're expected to understand our strategy, but you can now, especially with our ecosystem built, our AI done. Everything is the perfect opportunity. We turn the page to 24. We learned what we did in 24 that we got to do differently. So you have an opportunity to host again, and I'm going to be your guest. But you have to have done a podcast. That's the only requirement, and you got to book it. And I don't know how many I'm going to do. So if you procrastinate, which a lot of people do, they stay on that busy bus and they miss opportunities. It flies right by them because they're busy. They're busy being busy. You have to understand trends happen. This is the biggest one in our lifetime that's happening. Your digital footprint, the digital economy is here. It's here. It's not like it's starting. It is here. Google me. Google Podcast Pete. Just Google it. Now Google your name. See what the difference is? That's your opportunity right there. Because if you have a LinkedIn profile and maybe a website and that's all you have out there, maybe you have our podcast. You probably do. Most of it's up there, and we haven't even scratched the scratch yet. But we are absolutely growing like crazy, and I want you to be part of it. I want you to experience this transformation, to make an impact, be bold, have fun, enjoy the journey. Look, being an entrepreneur is not easy. It is a lot easier if you try to grow by 10x, meaning you set up systems, you understand the trends, you create digital assets, you leverage the new currency that's coming out, you know how AI will take 80% off your plate and you do 20%. You focus on the top part of your impact in your business and you get above where there's less competition. Because the people that grow by 10x, they don't have the same competitors as everybody else that's down here competing in a commodity market. So, so the opportunity is here. Now, I'll give you a little bit of a tiny little bit of help. So you can go to pkane.me/masterclass and you can see what our ecosystem is and then book it. I'm just going to tell you, let me see. I don't have it up here, but let me see if I can make some adjustments here. No, I don't, but go to in the notes. It'll be something like pkane.me/flip. I think that's the best. So flip. Yeah, let's do this. Hey, this is the best way you know what an entrepreneur doing is changing on the fly. I mean, you have to be aware of what's happening. And sometimes you're pivoting. You're pivoting and you're doing things because nothing is carved in stone. Flip the Script podcast. Here we go. Look at this. Is this crazy or what? Okay. Put the podcast and I'll put Pete Kane. That's my name. .me and /flip. And we'll have Trexa set this up by the time you can shake a stick. I don't know, whatever that is. Okay. So go to Flip the Script podcast, Pete Kane @me /flip. You do that. You'll get a calendar link, book it. I have different slots available. Book it as quickly as you can because you're going to want to know what's going on. And you ask me anything. You have 30 minutes. Think of all your questions you ask. I have plenty of skeptics out there. Man, you're all over the place. Look, when you're ADD, you move fast. When you're dyslexic, you move faster. When you're have a near-death experience, you go faster because you appreciate every day and you live every day like it's your last. So I do move fast. I get up at 3:00 in the morning. I go hard till 1:00 and then I done by 1 and then I make phone calls. So go to pkane.me /flip. Schedule a podcast. We'll do everything for you. You just show up with your questions. All right. Thank you so much. Look, share this with anybody in our community. So you know some of the people who have been on my podcast. If you have not been on my podcast, that brings up a good little point. I might as well, don't want to leave you hanging. Let's see here. I'm going to go. I think I can. One thing. Yeah, here we go. Take an assessment. I'm about to sneeze. I might sneeze on here. Go to pkane.me and take an assessment. Then once you take the assessment and you have a podcast with me, you can flip the script. Got to do it fast because time is ticking and the world is changing. And you can either be left behind or you can take advantage of the biggest transition in our lifetime. Thank you so much. So be bold, make an impact,